The Fiery Furnace. Part 1. A Kingdom of Gold and Pride. Good evening, dear listener. As you rest your head and the world around you fades into stillness, let your mind float to another time, another place. A kingdom of stone towers and golden statues, a land ruled by a king with dreams of power and glory. This is the story of the fiery furnace. But it begins not with flames, but with a command. In the land of Babylon, a king named Nebuchadnezzar reigned. He was mighty. His city was grand. The walls stretched wide, and the people feared his voice. One day, this king made something, a statue, tall and shining, 90 feet high, made of gold. He placed it in the plain of Dura, for all to see. Then he gave an order. When the music plays, the trumpets, the flutes, the harps, everyone must bow. Bow to the statue, worship it, or be thrown into a furnace of fire. The people heard, and when the music played, they bowed, all except 3. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. They were not Babylonians. They were from Israel, taken from their home, living in a foreign land, but their hearts belonged to a different king, and they stood. Let that settle in you now, even when the world demands much, even when fear rises, some choose to stand, quietly, firmly. Rises higher over Babylon. The golden statue gleams, and whispers spread through the crowd. Did you see them? They did not bow. The news reaches the king. Nebuchadnezzar's face hardens. His eyes flash. He calls for the 3 men, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. They are brought before him, but they do not shake. They do not hide. The king speaks loud. Is it true you will not bow? When the music plays, you must fall down or be thrown into the fire. And what God can save you from my hand? The air is heavy, the room is still. And then the 3 men answer, not with fear, not with anger, but with calm, steady words. O king, we do not need to defend ourselves. If we are thrown into the fire, our God is able to save us. But even if he does not, we will not bow. The room holds its breath, even if he does not. Their faith is not just in rescue, but in doing what is right, in standing, even when the outcome is unknown. Nebuchadnezzar's anger boils. He orders the furnace to be heated 7 times hotter. The flames roar. The heat rises. Strong soldiers bind the 3 men and lead them to the fire. Let that truth settle with you. Faith is not always about what we receive. Sometimes it's about what we refuse to give up, even in the face of fire. Part 3. Into the fire. The furnace blazes, hotter than ever before. Flames leap high, the air shimmers with heat. The soldiers bring the 3 men, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, to the edge. The fire is so fierce that even the soldiers fall, consumed by the heat. But the 3 men, they do not resist. They do not cry out. They are thrown in, bound into the heart of the flames. The king watches, certain of their end, certain that no God could save them now. But as he looks, his eyes widen. He leans forward. Did we not throw 3 men into the fire? His voice trembles. Look, I see 4 men, walking freely in the fire, and the 4th looks like a son of the gods. The flames swirl, but they do not burn. The three are unbound, unharmed. Not even their clothes are touched. And the fourth, a mysterious presence, a holy protector, walking with them in the fire. Nebuchadnezzar steps closer, calls out, "Shadrach, Meshach, Abednego, servants of the Most High God, come out." And they step out into the cool air. No burns, no smell of smoke, only peace. Let that rest with you now. Sometimes God does not take us around the fire, but walks with us through it, and in that fire, we are not alone. Part 4. A Changed Heart. The fire fades behind them. The crowd stands silent, eyes wide, hearts shaken. Nebuchadnezzar looks at the three men, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, and something softens in him. His pride, his anger, his golden statue, none of it could stand against the power he just witnessed. He speaks now, not as a king of many gods, but as a man who has seen truth. Praise be to the God of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, he says. No other God can save in this way. He makes a decree that no one in the kingdom shall speak against their God. And then he honors them, lifts them up, gives them new positions, new purpose. But the real gift was not power, it was presence. They had seen fire, they had felt its heat. But more than that, they had walked with God. Let that truth settle into you. The fire didn't destroy them. It revealed something deeper, a faith that didn't waver, and a God who didn't leave. Even kings can change. Even hearts made of stone can soften in the face of real love, real power. Part 5. Peace after the fire. The day ends softly over Babylon. The golden statue stands, but it no longer holds the same power. The people remember not the image of gold, but the fire that could not burn, and the God who stood within it. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego return to their lives, not as victims, not as heroes, but as men who trusted and were not alone. They didn't need the fire to know who God was, but in the fire they saw him closer, felt him nearer, and the people, they whispered the story, told it around fires, shared it in quiet corners, how faith stood tall when everyone else bowed, how courage whispered, even if he does not, and how love walked in the flames. Let that truth be your rest tonight. You may face fires, the hard things, the fears, the unknowns, but you do not walk alone. There is one who stands with you, one who holds you when the heat rises, when the way is unclear. You are not forgotten, you are not abandoned, and even in the fire, there is peace, there is presence, there is love. Sleep now, dear listener. You are safe, you are seen, you are deeply loved.